Welcome for those who joined us. Do you still have a little bit of energy here at Sanofi's booth? That's it. Well, see, we have to wait. You're the best of the day, okay? You are the best of the day. Welcome to Sanofi's booth for those who joined us. Let's have a look at a very interesting topic which is addressed to the employees, the agentic AI at scale, our company's digital concierge. And for that, please welcome the magnificent Cyril Zaidan. Magnifique.
Magnifique. She's Christina Magnifique. For those of you who are French, it's an inside joke.
Yes, it's a private joke that I managed it from the beginning. So
we wanted to do it yesterday. We forgot.
Exactly. So welcome to you, and thank you very much, Cyril, for being here to talk about a very interesting, actually, way of using AI for the employees. And I know you're not, but I think I've changed my mind in the course. But you're not exactly known to be a stage actor. But again, I think you have it a little bit. But rumor has it that concierge helped you to prepare today your introduction, hasn't it?
It has, and actually yesterday I lost my voice. Today it's back. So it's less useful, but it's still interesting. Let's see how I prepared an introduction of what is concierge to all of you.
You actually asked concierge to prepare the intro, yeah? You did. And now you know it by heart.
And now I know it by heart, and it took me 3 seconds to get that screen. And that's just a small example of what concierge can do. You know, after our talk, I invite you to come to our stage to see a demo of the product that we've launched a while back.
So last year, we were already here on stage, and you were dreaming of that result today. So what can we say about this year? What happened? Where are you? At which stage are you?
Yeah, so actually last year, we were at VivaTech with a prototype of concierge. And I remember our CEO came and, I demoed the prototype. We hadn't really started building anything. And I was thinking, how should I say this? Because I'm not sure we can actually do it exactly the way we were proposing in the prototype. But today, it's actually a reality, and we'll show you how, and a bit of context on why we're doing this. Our employees at Sanofi are confronted every day with more than 3,000 tools across the organization, thousands and thousands and thousands of documents, internal websites, processes, forms to fill to do X, Y, Z. In essence, what they're looking for is orientation and focus. 2 years ago, I met at the coffee machine in our headquarters in Paris a woman named that we'll call Victoria. She just joined Sanofi. She's a brilliant R&D researcher, scientist, all the PhDs you can imagine in the world. Very smart person. And we started talking, and she said, it's interesting. I joined 3 weeks ago, and yesterday I spent half my day trying to find the form to fill to get access to a tool I need to clinical studies or whatever, instead of actually doing my work of researching medicine for our patients. So for Victoria and for all of our employees, we've built concierge. And as we said, it was a dream, and today it is a reality.
And what do people say, actually? Because they are using it a lot, from what I understand.
They are using it a lot, and actually they're using it for a couple of these use cases that we see behind the screen. So in essence, what you can do with concierge, think of it as our internal GPT. GPT is not the name of a product, it's the name of a technology. ChatGPT is the name of the product. So think of it the same way. We've launched in October 2024, 9 months ago, almost. And we have concierge available to all of our employees around the world on mobile apps and on their desktops. And today they can do things like generate content. Concierge is connected to internal sources, all of our internal knowledge that they can access in the blink of an eye. Also, a very popular, they can search for employee information, who's the head of R&D for this product, what is the phone number of this person. Document Assistant, which is also very popular. You can put any type of document, videos, images, PowerPoints, PDF, Word, Excel, whatever, and ask it to summarize, translate, compare documents, saving hours and hours and hours of time from all of our employees. We have our first agent that we launched in February, the book meeting agent. You can ask concierge, and you can see the demo on the right on our stand, to book a meeting with 1, 2, 3, 4 colleagues. And in 5 seconds, it will look at the time zones, the availabilities, come back with proposals. You click on a button, and in 2 seconds, you have a meeting created in Outlook with the Zoom link or the Teams link or whatever. Very popular also. And finally, we launched 2 months ago the connection with our emails. So every employee has now access to their emails through Concierge, our Gen AI LLM solution, where they can start their day by saying, hey, summarize my emails today, or summarize emails from my boss, and tell me what I should do, what is a big priority. Again, everything, if you want to see and you're interested, at our stand on the right. And all of this, as it's built by Sanofi and with our employees and with them and for them, it's an internally built, in-house built product. So everything you share with Concierge is safe. We are in a very highly sensitive pharma company, so all the documents, all your conversations are private and are between you as an employee and the machine. We, the team or the product team, does not have access to any of it.
So you can do so much with Concierge. Tell us, what do they say? How much time are they saving?
So for example, so a bit of numbers. As we said, we launched 9 months ago. We've reached 80% of our total workforce at Sanofi. Concierge is open to anyone in Sanofi with an email address, external, internal, respecting the accesses to internal knowledges that they have, of course. And we've reached 80% of them. We have a feedback of 90%. I've been in this field for 5 or 6 years. I'm cheating to look younger. I've been in this field for a while, and I've never seen an engagement score and a feedback so positive in my whole career. We have 60,000 returning users that are coming back every month. Hey. And since we launched, we're at 3.1 million conversations that have happened with Concierge.
That's quite impressive.
And finally, to your point, on average, our employees have used Concierge, have said that they've saved on average 2.1 hours a week, and sometimes even more. And we did a recent survey recently, because these numbers are related to the product. We asked a sample of employees to give us a bit more insights into the value and the impact Concierge is making. And we have numbers on the screen and a couple of verbatims. I'll just give you a second to look at them. 80% of our users have said that Concierge helped them make better decisions. In a pharma world where our obsession is to bring medicine to patients that don't have any other option and are waiting for medicine sometimes for years, think about the amount of impact this can have on cutting the time from discovery of the therapy to the actual therapy coming to the patients. 80% of them say it improves their work-life balance. Doing the small intro as a joke, Christina and the team was like, can you write a synopsis on what Concierge is? Instead of taking 15 minutes and reading and writing, I just, boom, took me 3 seconds. Mental load, so I can focus on something else. And one yes.
I was going to ask you, you mentioned earlier a little bit of the verbatims, let's say the feedbacks. Is there anything that surprised you in the feedbacks that people gave you?
Actually, so I said this yesterday. Initially, I wanted to show and talk about one of the feedbacks. We have hundreds and thousands of them on the screen. But actually, while preparing yesterday, I was thinking of a use case that really, the actual question is, that really surprised me or touched me. When you build a product, you want your users to use it and get value from it. And I think it was 2 months after the launch, the MVP, the minimum viable product, an employee reached out to me by email saying, hi, I'm X. I'm neurodivergent, which means I have troubles reading and expressing myself. And I just wanted to tell you thank you, because with Concierge, I managed to prepare my end-year review with my manager, which is a hard moment for neurodivergent people to express their achievements. And it got the results in Easy Read, which is a format for neurodivergent people. That helped him a lot, and he just reached out to say thank you. And this is a story that I shared once at a town hall that will, I think, remain with me for the end of my life.
It actually
It's
brings you actually,
and
there's
it-
a meaning of doing all this.
And the surprise of it is that we didn't even know, I didn't even know what easy read was because I wasn't educated on neurodivergence. And now I know, and we've discovered capacities of the product. When we say we build this with Sanofians, to me, this is exactly what it means.
That's really powerful testimonial that you had. Let's talk about basically other testimonials, because you told me that you've built that with a team, and maybe how many people have you built that with?
Yeah, let's play a game.
Yeah.
So, how many people built concierge? If you think it's 15 people, raise your hand.
How many? 10. 15,
10.
2. Okay, 3. 10?
3. 10 people.
10 people. Okay. 5?
5.
Over here? Okay.
5. How many think it's 5? Okay, and how many think it's 25? I was trying to get you. I didn't manage to get you.
I think they seem quite...
Yeah, you're smart. You're smart.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 5. We started with actually 4. We started with 5 people, and it's a system. You know, I shared this with a lot of people. Came in saying, "What is the secret to managing products?" And actually, it's frugality. The less people you are, the more innovative and the more ideas you get to get the job done faster, because you don't have the resources to and the privilege to think and rely on others. So I just wanted to share that bit that I think is powerful when you build products.
Indeed. And let's talk about the testimonials. I want to know more. Do we have in this room from Sanofian side, do we have anyone who wants to testify? You want to testify? Come on, Laetitia. Let me, we'll give you, sorry, let's give you one. Yeah. And let's open the red mic, please.
Yeah, so happy to be here on stage. Actually, I was one of the first ambassador of concierge. I was here on booth last year, and I was so happy to meet Cyril, obviously his team, and the tool. And what I loved is firstly to be listened, because at the beginning we test, and I had the opportunity a couple of times to meet with your team, and they take times to listen to my feedback, and I'm happy. I was the one asking for the email management, and it became the reality.
So every wishes can come true.
Yeah.
Depends.
So now,
How easy it is.
and so basically for me it's a game changer. I would say in 2 levels, and it resonates to me. So firstly, it's for daily life, your daily work, actually. No more emails, or even to draft communications, or to get a summary. After 4 days on booth, I will be happy to use concierge to help me to focus on key points. Also to help me to build meetings, find the best time zones, and send everything to the stakeholders. And finally, I was very amazed with all what concierge does for more complex topics. It helps me to build a landscape analysis on AR tools, and to build a survey so that I can gather 20 user feedback. And it helped me to range it and to analyze it. I feel so smart. And lastly, as I am innovation lead, it helps me to build a new process and framework to help the curation of the ideas together with the prioritization, and it supports now my organization ideation curation. So it was very inspiring.
And it still is.
So it's my best friend. And it's on my pocket, and it helps me to draft this inspiring introduction.
And I saw you.
Yeah.
You didn't see me, but 2 hours ago you were doing something with a table, Excel table on a concierge.
Yeah, that's correct.
I walked past behind you and I was like, I took a picture.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, and it helps me to get formulas in Excel that I copy, and now I am very good in Excel.
Great testimonial. Yes, great round of applause to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Also to you, Laetitia. Testimonials are the best thing, as you said earlier, so thank you very much. Is there anyone else who wants to testify how useful is actually... Sophie.
White t-shirts. Sophie.
Thank you, Laetitia.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sophie. I'm in the lab normally. I've never been there. So thank you for your time. I use concierge since last September, almost every day. I have two situations to explain to you in which concierge made the difference for me. I used to first to have to express myself in English. This is not my mother language. And sometimes to have the right level of expression is not the best. And some people may call me a little bit rude, but now I am at ease. Because each time I have to exchange with someone I didn't know at all, I ask concierge to assess if my words are rude or not. So it's a little bit like...
It's a French thing. We come out as rude.
And the second situation in which I feel myself empowered, really empowered for French. You mean what it means? I'm a learning manager, and one part of my job is to record the presentation made by experts and make that available to every people in our internal Netflix. But just to put this recording available to everyone is not enough from my point of view. I like to help the people to go through by creating chapters. But can you imagine our experts are so experts that they gave presentation from 1 hour, 2 hour, and a half day, and I had to watch it again whole to find the chapter. Now it's super easy. You take the transcript, you put it in concierge, you ask to identify the main topics, and then the next step is what are the timestamps, and 10 minutes, it's done. So I was a superwoman.
So great testimonial. This is actually making you gain time, but also makes you happy, huh?
Yes.
Thank you very much. A great applause to you, Sophie. Do we have another testimonial? Somebody else wants to testify from Sanofi, obviously. I think we have already, yeah?
It's your time to shine. On stage,
So
pictures.
this is very spontaneous, but we already have two, which is very good. So tell me, last year was the dream, today is reality. What's coming next?
So obviously, I'm going to use the buzzword agent. We've been hearing this all along. And actually, a scoop, when we built Concierge 9 months ago, we already have like 7 agents in the back end of Concierge, but users don't know because they don't care. They just have a question, they have a job to be done, and they know that they can do it. And the future for Concierge is going to be to double down on making it a workspace. We've seen the results. People love it. Adoption is super high. And we want to make sure that they don't have to spend their days looking for, different tools and workflows in different places. And we want it to become their workspace where they can start their day, finish their day, and do all of their work. That's the first big piece. And obviously, the second piece is agentic AI. So we started with very simple, talking to data, fighting data, and now we're going to enter the age of agentic AI, which means it does things for you on your behalf, like the book meeting agent that we discussed, that you can see on our stand there. And we're going to go even more on that perspective and connecting with all the ecosystem of the other AI products for experts, R&D like Sophie and Laetitia, who are from research, and people from manufacturing, and people in marketing, and bring all of the AI solutions of Sanofi and of our partners, and bring them and connect them to Concierge.
So tell me, using great technologies such as AI is very useful for, what about us, human beings?
So there's a sentence I really love that I'll just let you read for 20 seconds. So I learned today, I always say it's my chief digital officer who invented it. I was told, no, it's from a book. So now I know.
It's because you love your.
I love my
actually,
chief
yeah,
digital
that's it.
officer,
That's
yes.
it.
I love my boss.
You love your boss, exactly.
And it says literally, AI will not replace humans, but humans with AI will replace humans without AI. And I think the testimonials that we heard from Laetitia and Sophie said, I feel empowered, I feel augmented, I feel like a superwoman, because I can do much more and I have more time. And Laetitia said the same thing, I feel I'm smarter. That's exactly what it means. And at Sanofi, our whole strategy with concierge, and I think Laetitia said it, again, this was not scripted, but Laetitia kind of said it, we put our employees at the heart of AI. We started, and Laetitia was one of them, last year with a prototype that we already started testing the concept with, I think we were 50 or 100 people. We used to do webinars every week, get their feedback, develop, iterate, release, get them to test, talk again every week for a month and a half. And then slowly, when we launched, we will show you the video. We just launched a video with a link, and peer-to-peer adoption in 2 months got us to 60,000 users at Sanofi, knowing that we have, I think, close to 73 internal employees at Sanofi who have access to a mobile or a device. So do you want to watch that launch video?
Let's watch that video.
Concierge might not settle that debate, but for me it's tea.
That deserves a great round of applause. You know what I would say? I would say concierge. What else?
I like that. Actually, I didn't say that yesterday, but this video, when we launched, the inspiration came from concierge. You know, in agencies, you do a brief. So the brief was invented by concierge. We said we have our chief people officer, that's British. Nowadays, she's working on the employee engagement survey. Can you propose ideas for a video to launch you, concierge? And concierge came up with a bunch of the ideas that you see on the screen.
Well,
and if you're interested,
yeah.
70% of our employees answered coffee.
I don't want to know why.
Yeah.
I prefer tea. So
Time tea.
Tea, please, real good tea. So just to wrap up, imagine, I mean, there are a lot of Sanofians here. Obviously, they can test it, but there's also a opportunity to test that for the others, yeah? You have a booth over there.
Yeah, we have a booth over here. Happy to have you come if you want to have a closer look at the product.
Thank you very much. A great applause. Thank you, Cyril.
Thank you.
Magnifique.
Magnifique. Thank you for staying late on a Friday for us.
Thank you very much. Do you have any questions to Cyril regarding Concierge, yes, it's coming over here.
That was fast.
Guy, we have a question over here.
Hi, Cyril. You hear me?
Hi.
You have to really
Yeah.
bring it very close.
Okay. First, congratulations for the success of your project. I don't work for
Bring
Sanofi.
it really
Okay,
near. Yeah.
here. You
Yes.
hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So first, accept my congratulations for the success of your this project. I don't work with Sanofi, but I have two questions. Number one is the underlying AI model which you have used for this concierge. Is it in-house AI model or you have sourced it from a third party? And have you fine-tuned your third-party model on your data? And question number two is, has this project attained the strategic goal which you wanted to achieve? Because I saw that you saved some 70% time. So was it right that you only wanted to save the time of the employees to do the investment on this project, or was there any other objective linked behind this project? Because if you cannot do monetary gains, the project will not succeed. So monetary benefits must be linked to the project.
That's more than a question, huh?
Two questions.
I have a lot. Thanks for allowing me to ask the question. But because I think you can answer this question, so
Yes,
thanks.
Oh, a challenge. I think you can answer this question. Yes, I can. So I disagree with your second point, respectfully. Money is not the only reason why we invest, at least at Sanofi. The results we showed here, the impact might be not monetary. It's very hard to put a money digit on the number of hours saved. Maybe you use that time to spend time with your family, pick up your daughter from school, get her a snack, get her chocolate or candy. The experience, the untapped potential of a happy employee, like a happy customer, has an undefined monetary impact on your organization and on the medicine and our purpose to deliver medicine to the patients. So what we're measuring is adoption. We started with, we want people to adopt, to acculturate, have AI and Gen AI at the fingertips, not be afraid of it, adopt it, because AI will not replace humans, etc. So these were a couple of our goals. I'm not going to share our whole strategy, of course, but these were a couple of our goals. And as you see on the results, if 80% of employees say that they're making better decisions for themselves, for the company, and for our patients, whatever we invested is enough.
It's worth it. What about the AI
I didn't answer
model?
answer your first question. So your first question, to make it simple, we didn't build our own LLM because it would be too costly and would take years, and we're a science company, we're not a data company. However, we built an architecture that allows us to tap into multiple LLMs, actually almost all of them. And today, users might not know it, but we have 4 LLMs depending on the type of query or agent you're activating, depending on the complexity and the reasoning that we chose based on the model, the performance, the price also, and based on the use cases adopted.
Fair enough. Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank you. Do we have one more question? Yeah, over here. Just over here. And of course, Cyril, you're around if there are other questions. Yes, please.
It's a really interesting project. Did you have to teach product? Did you have to teach the employees how to prompt?
I love this question. I hate the word prompt. Okay, I know this is a strong statement. And when we launched, so as we explained, peer-to-peer adoption was the secret. Laetitia, a couple of ambassadors, early adopters are here, Juliette. They started using it, saw the value, and said, hey, do you know we had this and you could do this? And this is how it organically grew. As I said, we just launched a video with a link that you just saw, and adoption went up. I hate the word prompt because it puts a barrier And we're all doing prompt engineering and prompt learning and learn how to prompt. And yes, it's important, but we've designed, someone agrees with me, we've designed concierge to be a product. A product, you don't need a training or whatever to use Facebook or Instagram. And that was kind of our guiding thoughts when we were building concierge. So I prefer to say, think of it as a conversation with a human. When you have a conversation with a human, a colleague, you're like, hey, can you build a strategy for next year? No. You're going to say, hey, can you build a strategy for next year? This is what I'm thinking. Here's a document. Here's an email or whatever. So we kind of turned it this way. But still, people are talking about prompt and prompt engineering. But I prefer saying, what are you trying to do? What's your question, Mr. or Mrs. Human? Ask it and see what comes out.
Well, thank you very much. A great applause to you and all the team. Thank you. Magnifique, Cyril.
Magnifique.
Thank you very much, dear audience. Thank you. Don't hesitate to visit the rest of the booth. There are plenty of innovation to discover. Have a picture with a GT3 McLaren car as it's racing 24 Heures du Mans tomorrow. And of course, enjoy the rest of your journey here at VivaTech. Enjoy and see you tomorrow for those who are still here. Thank you. Bye-bye.